This set sucks on a couple levels. Okay, this is my new video series where I get to do 3 IEMs very quick in one video, and it's called Hype, and HURL. Those are pretty clear. The hype is the one that I agree with, or I'm hyping, which I would do anyway. The is the questionable, I'm not sure about that, and then the HURL is I'm completely not down with that. That's a jack-o'-lantern. Halloween should be happening when this video is up. Enjoy yourselves, don't eat too much chocolate. Nah, fuck, I'm just kidding. Stuff your faces, stuff your fat holes with chocolate and sweet stuff, and then work it off next month. There's always tomorrow. Enjoy Halloween. Let's start with hype. First one is the hype, and that is the KATO by Moondrop. Let's take a look at the backside where it's got the tech and the spec and the graph. The KATO is the supposed optimized version of the Wing. That's the KXXS, the Canas Pro, the Starfield. There's probably a couple others. They've done lots of versions of this. This would definitely be the best version of their dynamic driver series. I like the illumination, but it's $700. It's gold. I would agree with the people that say this is the best dynamic driver that Moondrop has released. Its micro detail retrieval is absolutely fantastic. Everything has a weak point. If there were to be one on this set, it would be that. The sub bass, if it were like the HANA 2021, would be ideal. This type of resolution and detail retrieval with a little bit more sub bass, like the HANA 2021, would be absolutely bonkers. Moondrop, a little more sub bass would be awesome, but the hype for this set, totally get it. More important than what I just said, this set right here had a failed cable on it. So I did all my impressions and listening. I did a video that I haven't published yet with the 7 Hertz, and that's what changed my thinking or made it more impressive to me. So the cable failed on that. I contacted Shenzhen on public hi-fi guides, and they said they'd take care of it. So 64 Audio, Empire Ears, all these companies have issues because they're not robots. They're humans making this gear. Quality control is it happens. It's how the companies take care of those things that happen. And Shenzhen did what they're supposed to do, which is help me, and they did. So customer service, not a problem with them, and they made a great earphone, and it's called the KATO. For its price, it's very competitive. I would recommend it. That's the hype. Let's do the That's where I'm kind of baffled, slightly confused. That's this set right here, which is called the SeeAudio Bravery. It's a 4 balanced armature set. It is really light in the low end, and I mean everything in my library that's got a 4-string bassist. If you listen to the bassist in Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits, he sounds obviously back. Now let's clear something out really quick before we continue. An audiophile, part of that is defined by the desire for high fidelity, and high fidelity is defined by faithful reproduction, and that you can apply that to photographs and imaging or audio or more, but those two I'm sure of. If something doesn't do the low end, like bass guitars and kick drums, and definitely and certainly not stuff like Big Boy, is that audiophile, or is that, I'm not sure what the tonality, it's kind of balanced, but it's lacking in the low end. This got some very, very big praise by some people, and I'm legit confused because it doesn't work with hip hop, it doesn't work with EDM, it doesn't work with classic rock and roll or modern rock and roll up into the 90s with grunge, etc. I don't get it. I'm confused. Tansio Mirai TSMR 4 and the Pro, I believe those are 4BA sets, so it can be done with 4BA. I had a 50-50 expectation that this could go surprisingly well, and it didn't, and I'm not shocked, but I'm a little surprised that it was well received by certain people. And then I think nobody's asked me to review it, so I don't think it's a big seller. So that's the confusion. Okay, time. Ghetto edit. I'm changing my HURL. Changing the one that I'm going to say is garbage. There's lots of them, but I want to point this one out because it fits better, and also it's a waifu set. So we've got the hype, which is the KATO. We've got the which is the SeeAudio, and then we've got the HURL. legit HURL in the IkkO or the IkkO. I'm not really sure what that's called. This set sucks on a couple levels. I'll go over it really quickly. As a set, just by itself, it's not very good. I don't think anybody really recommends it. I don't know what you'd listen to this with. Very, very tamed, low end, rolling as a matter of fact, and then a giant shark fin in the upper mid treble region, and mostly in the treble. It's not a good set, and it sounds very much in its numbering like the OH10 or the OH10 made by the same company. It's called the OH1s, which must stand for suck because it's really bad. This set right here, the yellow one, was loved by many, wrecked by many in its price range. Great set. You might be familiar with it. It looks like a meteor, and it weighs about like its weight in lead. It's a very, very heavy set, and it sounded great. A lot of people recommend it, and then they followed it up with this, and then everybody just kind of walked away quietly. So this is its moment in the sun. It sucks. It's a HURL. It's not good. If anybody ever wrecks it to you just by sideways chance, try to remember this video. Stay away from that set. They did a bad job. They fell asleep. They fed the narrative and the belief that sometimes they just stick drivers in shells and they don't do anything beyond that. This looks like what they did with this. How do you release this? How do you look at this when you measure it and then say, yeah, that's our audience? That's your audience? No, that was your audience right there. Nice, powerful low end, kind of harmonish treble. That was your audience, and this is nobody's audience. And so you didn't sell a bunch of them. And it's a HURL. It sucks. And I'm out. Happy Halloween.